Happy New Month, Africa. We are back to plug you into the major stories stirring the biggest conversations on social media. Today, welcome to NC Trends. My name is Seun Kuti. Now, Dowen College is currently trending online following reports that a 12-year-old boy, Sylvester Oromoni Junior, was beaten to death for refusing to join a cult group in Dowen College, Lekki Phase One, Lagos. Now, a relative of the deceased, identified as @Seun Oromoni on Twitter, stated that the 12-year-old was battered on Friday, but he died on Tuesday after a series of tests and x-rays indicated that he sustained internal injuries. According to Perry, the school management had reached out to Sylvester Oromoni, that's the deceased's father, a Delta State politician, claiming that the boy sustained injuries while playing football at the school. But at the hospital, it was confirmed that he was bullied, beaten up, causing internal damages, and his entire body was swollen. Now, before his death, the boy reportedly said that the school's cult members threatened to kill him if he reported them. Social media is blowing hot over this, and people with similar experiences are starting to speak up too. Some reactions now from Twitter. Uloma says that stuff like this makes me cry because whenever I speak against school bullying here, there's always someone telling me that we just should raise kids not to be soft. Y'all never learn. Y'all will never understand that some things cannot be negotiated with. Another comment from @DReal Derek says cultism in secondary schools has been a thing for a minute, shows negligence by the school authorities. And finally, here's a comment from @Essay Lloyd. This is quite sad. A child should not be sent to school and parents will be panicking at home. Really though. School authorities have a major responsibility concerning the safety of the students. I hope this one is investigated thoroughly and followed to its logical conclusion. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Now, if you see peace walk continuously on your timeline, it is because Nigerian musician Falz and Nigerian comedian Mr. Marcaroni have rejected the invitation of the Lagos State Governor to a peace walk. Now, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu revealed plans to organize a peace walk in the state in this month of December in commemoration of the EndSARS movement and to herald the healing of the land. He further extended an open invitation to youth, civil society groups, journalists, students, and other stakeholders to join him in the peace walk, including Seun Kuti, Dele Farotimi, Temitope Majekodunmi, Segun Awosanya, also known as Segalinks, the police commissioner Hakeem Odumosu, among many others. But taking to Twitter, Mr. Marcaroni said he believes that genuine peacemaking will begin by first implementing the recommendations of the EndSARS panel. Falz on his part described the walk of peace as a joke and as disrespectful. Well, as expected, some youths on Twitter kicked against the proposal by the governor as they demanded justice for those allegedly killed at the Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020. Here are some of their posts online. Achieving programmer at Shaw Boyton has this to say: with the new ravaging COVID-19 variants forcing countries to slowly lock down, Babajide Sanwo-Olu wants the remaining youths alive to have a peace walk. What a naive gesture. Do you get that shit? All right, moving on. Mr. Integrity says that Governor Sanwo-Olu could have staged his peace walk from Alausa to Lekki toll gate to prevent the massacre that night. All right. Another comment from Nurse Aisha. So Sanwo-Olu invited Falz and others for a peace walk in Lagos, and they asked him to walk alone. And then she laughed and said, Liverpool. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right, finally on trends today is World AIDS Day, an international day dedicated to raising awareness of the AIDS pandemic caused by the spread of HIV infection and mourning those who have died of the disease. It's been 40 years since the first cases of HIV, and today the world is celebrating the tremendous progress that's been made in the treatment and prevention of AIDS, but with reminders that we are still far from ending the HIV pandemic, complacency, and the inequalities fueling HIV. This year, there is a special commemoration with a call to end inequalities, end AIDS, and end pandemics. Here are some posts from social media users as regards World AIDS Day 2021. Now, this one says, today on World AIDS Day, we remember those who lost their lives to this terrible disease. Living with HIV in Britain today is thankfully a world away than when the first case was diagnosed. The government must step up now to eradicate HIV transmissions in the next decade. We hope so. Summit at Hypernationalist says that hate the disease, but not the diseased. Prevention is better than cure, especially when something has no cure. # World AIDS Day. That was very short and simple, really. Now, Matthew Hudson says, I was diagnosed with HIV when I was 30. At the time, I did not expect to live to 50, but I'm 54 now. HIV has changed. Tell everyone, #World AIDS Day. And that's how we wrap things up today on NC Trends. Thank you for joining us, and remember to connect with us across all our digital platforms at New Central TV. I'll see you next time. I am Seun Kuti.